What's up, everyone? It's your boy Rock Clever. This is my next video all about the injustice of Trayvon Martin and the acquittal of George Zimmerman. As you know, on Saturday night, he was acquitted of all crimes against Trayvon Martin. Strangely enough, he was not at all guilty of second-degree murder, nor was he guilty of manslaughter, which I find very strange. The night that I found out was a very sobering night. I was pretty much just chilling on the patio with a friend and the friend, my boo, and it was just baffling. Like, it was just silence. Like, we literally just sat in silence for like an hour. I think we both were just basically trying to, process what was going on at the moment. It is a big deal, in my opinion, because this definitely has further implications for all communities of color and people and women in particular. They're basically saying that we as citizens do not have equal rights or do not have equal footing in this country. It's very strange that Florida always seems to be in the middle of some crazy, insane legal loophole of nonsense and insanity. I don't know what's going on in Florida, but for some reason Florida is like 100 years behind everybody else. If you're a Floridian, I apologize, but something is clearly wrong down there. And I'm wondering why the legal system has all these strange things going on all the time. Anyhow, I digress. Now at this point, we know that George Zimmerman is a free man, there is a social responsibility to make sure that our next generation or that the future is aware of how the country may view us. I have a very large family, and I have a lot of nieces and nephews as well. And I feel like there is a need to have a dialogue with our children about what is happening, what's going on. Strangely enough, I'm not going to say young people, but I noticed that some people between the ages of maybe like 19 to like 25 is like really not aware of what's really going on. Not saying everybody is, but for some reason not aware about what's going on. I've even looked at my own social media, and I've noticed that a lot of younger people really weren't posting or really discussing it. It was mainly people in my age group, which I'm 30, I'm actually 33. But people who are 30s and older or late 20s and older were the ones having this conversation. Or people with kids were having this conversation. I think that if you're not aware, you need to get aware. And you need to really get up to speed with what's really going on, because this has major impacts for all of us. Especially people who are of color, people who are in the LGBT community, or people who are female. This affects everybody as far as our equal rights or how we're being treated or what the legal system will do to protect us. Sadly enough, which people don't understand, this was a lose-lose case either way. And I'm not saying lose-lose in regards of it is a lose-lose. They lost a son, which they would never be able to get back, which is very sad. But for George Zimmerman, if he was guilty in the case and received jail time, it's a lose for him. He would have went to jail. But if he was not guilty, this man will be fearing for his life every day. I saw a quote on Instagram. I believe it was Chris Rock. And Chris Rock had said that the twist would be that he would have to wear a hood for the rest of his life and hide. The same fate that Trayvon Martin was walking down the street in his hood. I just feel like that George Zimmerman has really pretty much dug his grave on this one. He wasn't at all going to come out of this at all clean or either fine. I don't really comprehend how you're a neighborhood watch and you should be watching. Why are you carrying a gun? And regardless of who started what with who, I think at the end of the day, you had a gun, he didn't have a gun. Whether or not he had picked a fight or you had picked a fight, the bottom line is you're a neighborhood watch. You're not law enforcement. I would be more understanding of the situation if there was a law enforcement officer involved in this, and not saying that I agree at all with the taking of human life. But somebody whose job it is to have a gun, who is paid by the government to carry a gun, I will understand a little bit better about what may have happened. but you are basically some jackass in a fucking neighborhood walking around trying to protect because you want to be a fucking cop or you want to be the fucking law when you have no law jurisdiction or anything behind you, but somehow you got off. And even more baffling that the jury was of 5 white women and 1 Latino woman, which is another issue about how none of these people are Trayvon's peers at all. And some of them did have children, that you don't understand how this may happen, especially the Latino woman and the jury. How are you not aware of how minorities are treated in this country? I just really don't understand that. If this went to a hung jury and they had to retry him, I would have totally understood that as well. But even make it to hung jury, they basically deliberated for 16 hours and made a decision. I don't know how in the hell they came to that fast. It couldn't have been me. Well, even today, if they came to a decision that fast, it's more so, why wasn't there a hung jury? It's just so many things that's wrong with the situation, but that's beyond the point. But back to what I was saying, this is my opportunity to take action. I know that people have started rioting, and I don't know if anyone's been harmed physically, but this is my attempt to help and to encourage people to be informed and find out what's going on. So I recommend that you do share this video, not just for myself, just for Trayvon and his family, that people are aware about what's really going on right now. Also, down in the description below, I left a link for the NAACP, who is trying to bring up a federal lawsuit against George Zimmerman for civil rights infringement. And I really hope that you sign the petition. I've already signed the petition. I think this man legally needs to go away. I think this is a problem that should not die overnight. This is big for all people in this country, and I think people need to really identify that this is a major issue. And not just I take it personally. A lot of people take it personally. Parents take this personally. So till next time, be aware, be smart, and love all you can and help who you can. Peace.